were also there. They are doing engineering,
Okay,
but
okay.
I
Okay, so you basically belongs to which place?
ma'am, Kolkata.
Kolkata. Okay, so you have joined BBA over here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, very good. What about Soma? Soma, can you tell us
Uh,
something about yourself?
yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good, very good morning, beta.
I complete my graduation. I want to do MBA, so I'm here in UM, and I'm from Kolkata. And
Okay,
I have more than 5 years experience in BPO. So
that's great. That's very great. And
as
what were your subjects in graduation?
graduation is philosophy, sociology, and philosophy, sociology, and I just forget the name. So
Okay, no issues, no issues with that. What about Vinay?
actually,
Vinay? Ah, yes, yes, Soma, you were saying something.
I complete my graduation 2015. Okay, and I'm a professional, so I want to gain my knowledge. So I want to join MBA.
Oh, that's great. That's very great.
Okay, okay.
Can we know something about Vinay?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, beta.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Vinay from Haryana.
Okay, you are from Haryana.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
I'm joining for BBA
you joined for BBA.
to a business.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
that's very interesting. So I welcome you all. And today we are going to discuss the topic motivation. Though I know because you all are the new students, and because I was expecting some of the old students, those who have attended some of the lectures. But never mind, we will start with a new topic, that is motivation. So within a few seconds, I'm going to present my screen. You just have to ensure me that you are able to see my screen. Good morning, Naveen. Very good morning, beta. Very good morning to all of you. Okay, fine. So, Rahul sir, are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, are you going to take the session or shall I continue?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I'm facing some technical issues related to internet. So, if possible, if you can continue in the first half, then I'll join back.
Okay, okay, no problem, no problem, sir.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay. So I'm. You have already started the recording, I guess, right?
Yes, because suddenly I think your connection was lost. So I
Yeah,
thought I
yes,
should
ma'am. Yes,
start.
ma'am. That is why I'm saying, sir, ma'am. So you just
Okay,
continue, and
okay,
then
okay.
I'll join back. Right. Okay.
Please let me know. Are you able to see my screen?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Can you? Are you all able to see my screen, beta?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
The
No,
blank, the
ma'am.
blank.
Okay, wait. Let me see. Just give me a few seconds. Now, are you able?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Just let me know when you are able to see my screen.
Yes, now okay. Now
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Are you
Yes,
able
ma'am.
to see, beta?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am.
thank you so much. Okay, thank you to all of you. So today we are going to discuss this topic motivation. Though I know that you all are aware about this word motivation. So can I know something that I know that you all have heard this word motivation, and might be you have motivated someone or you might be motivated by someone. So can you all share your experiences if you have that in your life till now, if you have motivated someone, if you have inspired someone, or if you get inspired by someone. Anybody want to share their experiences or thoughts?
Ma'am,
Nobody?
I
Huh,
will share.
huh.
I have a more than 5 years experience, and I'm right now 32 years. Okay, so I do MBA. So it's a almost 20 to 24 age maximum student are doing MBA. Okay,
Right.
so lots of people complete their studies. Also, is a more than 50 years. Just I just saw on news that some people is sit on the 10 or 12 on 50 years or 60 years. Okay, so that's motivated me very much
That's
because
very good. That's very good,
Ma'am, can I?
Soumya. That's really very nice. Anyone else?
Ma'am, can I? Yes, ma'am.
Sure, beta. Just go ahead.
Ma'am, who excites people to attain for the attainment of their work desired objective?
Hmm.
किसी
Hmm.
को मैम मोटिवेट एक्साइट्स करे पीपल को उनके डिजायर्ड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स के लिए दैट इज
Bilkul,
द
bilkul. Very
मोटिवेशन
good, very good. Anybody else? They want to share something or they want to speak something about motivation? Nobody? Okay, fine. देखिए, I know because maximum of the students are new, but Naveen have attended some of the lectures. So in the previous lecture, we have studied that in the management, the manager, they get work done by others. What is the role of a manager? That the manager gets work done by others. Now, to get this work done by others is not an easy task. I hope because Soumya will agree with me on this note that to get work done by others is not a very easy task. Let me allow this. Yes, one more have joined. So shall I continue with my session?
ma'am, can I ask you something?
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, this is a first class or is a third or fourth class? Because I know this is my first class. Because
Yes, Soma. This is your first class, but actually this is our 8th class because we have already done with our 7 classes. But that time,
okay, but I don't
yes,
know about the classes. Actually, I joined one.
Soma, beta, sorry to interrupt you. Don't worry that if you have missed the earlier classes, you don't need to worry about it because we have uploaded all the classes on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel and you must have received the links. Have you received?
Uh,
and still if you
huh,
Have
have any
you?
doubt, you can contact us in the coming sessions.
ओके एक्चुअली मुझे पता नहीं था कि एमबीए का क्लास भी हो रहा है. मैं इंग्लिश क्लास ही सिर्फ अटेंड करती थी. मुझे पता नहीं था
Not
जब
an issue,
मैंने
beta.
No
Not
issue.
an
तो
issue.
मैं
Not an issue.
ठीक
Not
है
an issue.
ठीक है
You
ठीक है
can
ठीक है.
revise all the classes from our YouTube channel. Not an
ओके
issue.
ओके
That's not
ओके
an issue,
ओके
right?
नो
Okay.
इशू.
Okay.
थैंक यू सर.
Okay, so now I will continue. देखिए,
Yes,
to
of
get
course.
the so what is basically management? Management means the manager gets work done by others. It's very obvious that none of a single person can do a number of tasks in an organization, because in an organization you have to perform a number of tasks. So the role of a manager is to get the work done by others. Now, to get the work done by others is not an easy task, because manager has to not direct only the subordinate, but he or she has to ensure that the people, those who are doing these tasks, they should do the task in the manner he or she is asking or he or she wants. Now, the question arises why people work or why they behave as they do. So here the term motivation arises. Why people work or why they behave as they do. This basically term motivation has been taken from the English word motive. And this motive has been derived from the Latin word mover, which means to move. Let me quote a simple example. See, if you are hungry, so you have your parents, your friends, your colleagues, they will give you money and you will buy food. But what if you are a self-reliant person and then you are hungry and you need a food? In that case, for buying that food, you need a money, but you don't have money. So for getting that money, you are looking for a job, or you are looking for the means to get that money. Now, what is motivating you? Your hunger, that is motivating you to get the money or to get a job through which you can earn a money. This is like a motivation means that motive, that need, that impulse, that desire, which pushes you to take some action, which actually pushes you to take some action. So if in a simple words I have to define motivation, I can say that it is a force that helps us to achieve a particular goal. Just I have given you the example of food. Now there can be n number of examples. If a student is there in a class and if he or she want to excel in their academic performance, what is that? That is again motivation, because they want to excel. That is their need in their academic performance. Now that will motivate them to study hard. Are you getting me, Peter? Can
Yes,
anybody
ma'am.
respond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Shall I continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So we have understood the meaning of motivation. Now, in a simple words, I have already said that it can be said as a force or a set of force that pushes us to achieve a particular goal. Now, this goal can be different or can vary from person to person. ये different हो सकता है from person to person. Like for a student, it can be to achieve to get some good marks. For an employee, they want to excel in their career. So this goal can be different, but the force that is pushing you to achieve that particular goal, that would remain the same. Now there are several type of needs. Some of them are basic needs. Basic needs means basic needs. Can anybody please
मैम
respond?
बेसिक नीड्स मींस जो हमें रोज की जरूरतें पूरी करता है, जो
I'm not
जरूरत
getting it.
होता
Can you reply,
है
Anil?
डेली लाइफ। मैम
हाँ,
बेसिक नीड्स मींस जो नीड्स हमें रोज चाहिए होता है, जैसे कि
बिल्कुल
फूड्स।
बिल्कुल
हाँ,
बिल्कुल, very good, very good. These are the basic
यस
needs.
मैम,
Very good, Anil. So
थैंक यू मैम।
apart from basic needs, we have other needs also. Now it's not mandatory that only these basic needs will motivate us. there are some other needs also which can also motivate us. But if there is a person who is hungry from the last, let's suppose 10 days or 12 days, so I think you all would agree that except food, nothing can motivate that person. He or she just want that food, so he can consume that food and he can have enjoy that food, or he can consume that food. Just want to make that unsatisfied need, because he doesn't have food from the last 10 days. But if I'm asking that person, okay fine, I'll give you Audi, but that doesn't motivate that person, because the first priority or the first basic need for that hungry person is the food, is the meal. So according to the number of theories, they have categorized the needs. Some of them are basic needs, some are other high order needs. The basic needs, that is food, clothes, shelter, they motivate us. Whenever we are hungry, whenever we are thirsty, we look for the alternatives. We look, okay fine, for the water, or for some cold drinks, some juices. So what we are trying to fulfill our unsatisfied need. But if I'm quoting, or if I'm taking in case of a higher need, like you need recognition, you need recognition in society, that is also a need, because we are the social animal. We need that people should admire us, people should recognize us, people should inspire us, people should take the ourselves as a role model. So what is that? That these are higher order needs. So in the life of a human being, they have to make the balance between all these needs. First, the priority is given to these basic needs. When basic needs are met, then we move to the higher order needs. Now, let's understand the motivation. In the motivation, the three components, these three components are very essential. And what are these three components? These are direction, intensity, and persistence. See, first, that is direction. Whatever is your goal, are you directing your efforts towards these goals? The next is intensity. How hard you are putting your efforts to meet or to achieve that goal. The next is persistence. Are you putting your efforts continuously, or is it like that, okay fine, sometimes I have given my effort, sometimes I have given my 100% effort, in the next day I thought, okay fine, I should relax. Let us understand this with the help of an example. If there is a student and he or she want the, okay fine, I should be the topper in the class. So the direction would be, the goal is that he or she want that he should be or she should be the topper in the class. That is the goal. Now the direction that he has or she has to work in that direction. In which direction? That is to be the topper in the class. For this, they have to work hard. That is the intensity. They have to burn the midnight oil without caring, irrespective of that, what others classmates are doing. Maybe they are enjoying the movies, maybe they are going for the trips, for the vacations, but he or she is very focused. Okay, fine. I don't bother about others. I have to take all my efforts just to be the topper in the class. So how hardly you are putting your efforts to be the topper in the class. It means you are not wasting your time. You are not engaging yourself in any of the social media. It doesn't mean that you are not interacting with your friends. You are, but you have that notion in your mind that okay, I have to be the topper in the class. So for this, I should not waste my time. I should be very focused. I have to work hard. Now, the next one is persistence. Persistence means the continuity. It should not be like that, okay, fine, today tomorrow it would be like that. Okay, fine. Today I can take a break. Why should I study again for the 12 hours? Now I can take a break. Okay, you can say, okay, fine. Relax. I mean, I have enough time. The exam is going to be on the month of next year, in the month of April or in the month of May. I have enough time. Okay, fine. I can take a break. And if this is not persistent, there would be a higher probability that you would not be able to achieve your goal. Are you getting me? Are you getting me,
Yes,
beta?
ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. Thank you so much. Now, let us understand the framework for motivation. And if you have any question, please ask me. Now, let us discuss the framework for motivation. See, for any person, first of all, we have some unsatisfied need, some need which is not fulfilled yet. That unsatisfied need create anxiety or the tension in us. We have that tension. Okay, fine. This need is not yet met. Then we search for what? For the alternatives, for the behavior. How I'm going to fulfill that unsatisfied need. After searching for those alternatives through which I can fulfill my unsatisfied need, you put your efforts to that behavior, to that goal-directed behavior. When you put your efforts towards that goal, either you experience a reward or a punishment. Through this experience, either in a positive way or in a negative way, you again re-evaluate your need deficiency behavior, or you re-evaluate your experience. And again, it would give rise to the, if that is met, okay. If it is not met yet, then again this cycle will stop. Let's take an example. If there is an employee in an organization, and if he or she wants a promotion, so the need deficiency is, or the unsatisfied need is, that he or she wants promotion. Let's take the example of Soumya. She wants promotion in her organization. Now this this promotion need will create tension in her. She will always be looking, okay, fine, I need promotion. Anyhow, I need promotion because I have given enough time to this organization. When this tension would be created, she would be looking for the search behavior. She would be looking for those opportunities through which she can get the chance to get promoted, or she can excel, or she can prove herself, so that her manager would get convinced that she is a brilliant employee, or she is a good employee which should be promoted. Now, after searching for these opportunities, she would put all her efforts to that promotion oriented goal. Whatever task her manager had given her, she would give her 100%, because her manager had assured, if you would complete this task 200%, you will get the promotion. Now she had given all her efforts to that task. Now after completing that task, now the manager will decide whether the Soumya will get promotion or not. So if she get promotion, that is a positive reinforcement. Okay, fine. She would be happy. She would feel, okay, fine. If I need promotion, I have to behave in a particular way or in a specific way. But what if she get punishment? It means, though the manager have promised that if you have completed this task, definitely you will get the promotion. But later on, after completing that task, Soumya she has completed her task, the manager had denied. He had said, okay, fine, you have not done in a perfect manner, or you have not done in a way in which I have asked you to do. So I'm sorry, I would not be giving you any promotion at this point of a time. So now this experience of reward or punishment, which will lead to the re-evaluation of experience. You will again re-evaluate your experience. Okay, fine. What I have done wrong, where I have gone wrong, or if you have got reward, again you will re-evaluate yourself. It doesn't mean that if I get the reward, I will not re-evaluate myself. It's very obvious that I will re-evaluate myself just to know what impress others, what makes others to think that okay fine, I'm the best person to be promoted. So you are re-evaluating your need deficiency or the behavior or the experience. Need deficiency you are re-evaluating just to check whether your needs, those unsatisfied needs, are met or not. If these are met, fine. If these are not met, again it will lead to the unsatisfied need. Is this framework clear, beta? Can anybody respond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, beta. Now, we'll move to the next slide. Again, this is given in a short form, a simple model. This is a framework. In this, there is a need, and every individual have some need, whether these are the basic needs or whether these are the higher order needs. But every human being which is there in this earth, they have those needs. We cannot say that okay fine, we don't have any needs. No, it's not possible. Either we have the basic needs or the higher order needs, and we as a human being, those who are working somewhere, we have the basic needs as well as we have those higher order needs too. So in the simple model of motivation, see, there are the needs which will create a desire to fulfill those needs, because these needs will trigger you. These needs will trigger you to take the action. And when these needs will trigger you to take the action, there would be definitely a behavior. You would behave when something is triggering you. If I'm feeling hungry, then that is triggering me. That need is triggering me. Okay, fine, you have to take action. I will go to the refrigerator, I'll pick one bottle and just try to have that water just to quench my thirst. So that is the behavior which you will take to satisfy or to fulfill your unmet needs. Now, if that behavior result in rewards, if that water which I have consumed, if that is a good water or if that have quenched my thirst, it is a positive behavior. Now it goes into my mind, it goes into my psychology that okay fine, whenever I will feel thirsty, I have to consume this water. But if it goes in a negative way, if I have consumed water and if I become sick or if I become ill, or if that sort of a water does not quench my thirst, in that case that cognitive mind of mine will give me a thought that okay fine, this water is not good for you. So in an organization, same way an employees work, like everybody is having a need, fine, that need triggers them to take some behavior, to take some action. But if that action get appreciated by your managers, by your top management, by your peers, everybody in your organization, and if you want promotion, you want salary hike, you want incentive, and if you get those incentive, then it's perfectly fine. You have that positive reinforcement in your mind that whenever I need a salary hike, I have to perform in this way. I have to do a task in this way. In what way I have to present in front of the management. So that is a positive reinforcement. But on the contrary, if your needs doesn't match that, or the manager or the management doesn't appreciate you, or if they criticize you, that is a negative reinforcement. Now your mind will give you a thought that okay fine, this is not the perfect behavior which is in alignment with your unmet needs. You should not do your task in this specific way, because it is not getting, or it does not lead towards your goal. You are not getting what you need, what you desire. So this is a simple model of motivation. Now what is the nature of motivation? See, the first thing is that individuals differ in their motives, and it's very true. You all are aware that because you all have completed, some have completed their 12th and some have completed their graduation. When you were completing, when you were in graduation, or when you were in this 12th class, all students doesn't want to excel. Uh, the entire class doesn't have same goal that, okay, fine, we want to score above 90. This was not the goal of the entire class. Some were okay, fine. If I get the passing marks now, I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. I don't want 90 or 90 plus. I'm okay with that. So we cannot say that all the individuals, whether in case of a student or in case of an employee, they have the same motives. No, they have the different motives. See, that's why in an organization, whenever managers motivate employee, they cannot apply the same approach. Let's suppose you have an organization and you have a number of employees, let's suppose 10, 5, 20. A few of the employees are very hardworking, very dedicated. You just praise them and they will put all their efforts. They love when you praise them. That in front of all the employees, whenever you say good words about them, they feel highly motivated. But there are employees, those who think, okay, fine, ye sirf aapka bolna, okay, fine, this your appreciation in front of my colleagues, it is vain. No, because I have certain financial need. I have a family to support. That family has some financial need. So I need that you should give me some financial incentive. Though those employees, they are working in the same organization, or it might be the case that they are working in the same unit, but still they have the different motives. So we cannot say that the same approach will work with every person. If 10 employees working in a unit, you can apply the same approach. In a class, when a teacher find that there is a number of students, sometimes for few students, she or he used to praise those students. Okay, she is a very good student. She always complete her assignment on time. You should learn how to write answer scripts from her. But for some of the students, she used some different tactics. Different tactics, I mean, she used to say, if you will not complete your assignment on time, I will simply give you 0 in your exam. What is that? That is also a motivation. I'm trying to push you towards your goal that you should complete your assignment on time. But what I am doing, I'm applying another tactic, another technique. I'm not positively motivating you. I'm motivating you through a negative way. I'm trying to threaten you, and that is which we can understand that individual differs in their motives. Yes, Veda. You have any question? Do you have any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So, okay, fine. I'm going ahead. Now, the next one is motives change. See, these motives change with time. When we were child, we have a different motives. And when we will work somewhere, our motives will change. It will not be same throughout our life. See, अभी आप लोग बहुत young हैं, so I'm not saying that it applies to everyone, But what we want, that okay, fine, we have a very comfortable life, we are sitting in the AC and we are enjoying some movie, okay, fine, we are okay with that. If I'm earning only 5,000 and 10,000, it's okay, because I can fulfill my some needs which I want. I'm okay with that. But when you will have a family, you will have the different needs, because you have to financially support your family. At that point of time, you will not say, okay, fine, if an organization is giving me only 10,000, it would be sufficient for me, it would be enough for me. Why? Because your motives have changed. That time you just want to become financially independent, you don't want to be a burden on your parents. But now, after you get married, after you have children, now at that point of a time, you have a family which need your financial support. So because you have to meet the financial need of the entire family, now your perspective would change. Now what you will say, okay, fine, I will not do, I need a very good job, I'm looking for a job which will pay me more than this specific amount, let's say 1 lakh or 2 lakh, so that I could meet my family expenses. Why? Because you are the same person, you haven't changed. But what changed? Your situations have changed, your motives have changed. So in this way, the motive changed with the pace of a time. Now the next thing is, the motives are complex. See, it's very difficult. That's why I have said just a few seconds before, because you cannot say 100%. You cannot be ensured that whatever motivates one person will motivate the other person, because not even in a case of a siblings, we used to say they are the siblings. Their behavior, their attitude, their personality, they are entirely different. Maybe they have the similar type of attitude for a few specific things, but they cannot be a reflection of each other, because the human beings have the different personality, the different attitude. So how can we say that they have the same motives? No, whatever motivating the person A is not sure that it would be motivating to the person B. So it is a very complex thing to understand that what motivates one person and what motivates other person. Some I don't know, but you whether you have experienced or not, but sometimes we are not familiar with that person, and still we like that person, though we never met that person. We are meeting that person first time. But we don't understand why we have that positive vibes or positive feeling towards that person, although we are meeting first time with that person. In the same way, sometimes you don't like somebody, though you are meeting with that person first time only. Why it is that? Because that person makes you recall to some other person. Okay, fine, this the face of this specific person is resembling to my that faculty whom I used to hate so much. I'm not liking that person, and that's why we used to say I'm not getting good vibe from that person. So motives are complex. Now the next thing is, the motives are expressed differently. See, everybody has their way to express their motives. Jैसे we used to say ना कि how you're going to present yourself. When I'm asking that you should present yourself, everybody have the different way to express them. In the same way, motives are expressed differently. If I have scolded one person, that okay, fine, if that person has a motive to excel in their academic career, and if he or she came to me and I scolded that person that you have written your answer scripts in that way, you would not be able to score even 40% marks in this specific subject. Might be that person is very humble. He or she would listen me, and he will try to improve his or her performance. But it might be the case that if I scolded some student, he or she would say, "Ma'am, this is not the way. How you can scold me?" Or he or she would not pay attention what I'm saying. So everybody, how they are going to express, that is entirely different. See, sometimes let me give you another example. Whenever we watched movies, a number of times, especially in Hindi movies, we have noticed that there are two persons, and both of them are friends. They both have some financial problem. So that financial problem, they triggers them to earn the money. But what the first person that chooses the right path become a police inspector or a doctor, whatever. But the second person, he joined some underworld or some crime activities to earn the money. He chooses the second path. He chooses the shortcut to earn money in a short span of time. So the motive is same, that they both want to earn the money because they have that financial problem in their life. But how they have expressed it, that is entirely different. Are you getting me, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Yes. Any question, beta? Any question?
मैम एक आईडी है उसको ज्वाइन करना है तो मेरे फोन में बैटरी नहीं है तो पापा फोन से ले रहे हो एक बार करोगे ज्वाइन मैम
हाँ okay sure no problem Vinay, no problem.
Yes ma'am, this one.
Okay, you can join. I hope it's clear till now. If anybody can respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay beta. So if you have any question, you can ask me till now. Because in the coming section, I would be taking theories of motivation. No question?
No ma'am.
Okay. Now let me ask Rahul sir if he or...
Yes ma'am, I'm there.
Okay sir. So one student, Vinay, will join this session with a different name because I think there is some problem with his battery.
Okay. All right. I hope I am audible to all.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, I mean, a lot have been told by ma'am related to motivation. And yes, we need motivation in each and everything. So now let's do some brain exercise. How many of you like maths as a subject? Anyone? I know Naveen is there. We have talked a lot about it. Anik?
Yes, sir.
What is your opinion about maths?
Sir, maths is a nice subject which helps to increase our brain skills.
Great. It gives, kind of an exercise to our brain. So
yes, sir.
That's what I want to do right now. Let's do some brain exercise. I just request you guys to, get one or two blank paper and one pen with you. If you don't have it, please bring it within 2-3 minutes so that we can start. Yeah. Just let me know when you all are ready with that so that we can start.
Yes, sir.
And meanwhile, if I get disconnected, please be patient. I'll be back within 1 or 2 minutes because right now I'm facing certain connectivity issues. So don't worry, I'll be back if I get disconnected, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So can we start?
Yes, sir.
All right. I hope this presentation is visible to you all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wait a second. We'll just start. All right. So there is a particular question. We will deal with two different set of questions. This is first set. Now let me tell you why we are doing it. The entire purpose of doing this question is that we want to improve upon our interpretation skills as well as the observation skills. Most of you people will be going to join some managerial positions over there. You in any of the profession where whether you are going to join a finance department, you are going to join a marketing department or HR department, many a times depending on the nature of job you are doing, you will have to deal with certain data. So you must know how to analyze that data and how to interpret that data, or how to get the information out of that. We don't need some advanced mathematics for that. Whenever we talk about maths, people start thinking that thinking about those integration, differentiation and all that. We don't need to do that. What we need to do is we just be we just need to practice upon two three basic things of mathematics, that is plus, minus, divide and multiplication. And we all are doing it from since the beginning of our school life. So we just need to be very quick in that. The more practice you do, the more efficient and quick you become. So there is a question. Can anyone please read this question, what it is saying? Okay, Soma, can you read it better?
Okay, so following table gives the sales details for textbooks at different levels.
Okay, so there is a data given, I mean from 1975 to 1980. This data is given in the respect of some textbooks of primary, secondary, higher secondary and graduate level. There are different levels. There are 4 different levels and their sales data. The sales data of books is given. For example, in 1975, 42,137 books of primary level have been sold. Similarly, in 1980, the 20,177 books of secondary level have been sold. So you have been given this data, and there will be some questions to solve. First, you started by yourself, and then if you guys find anything, any problem in that, then we'll discuss the solution. Otherwise, we'll move on to the different questions. Right? This table will be there with each and every question, so you don't need to write it down on the paper. Just focus on the question. So I am just showing you the first question. I hope it is visible. So the first question is, what is the growth rate of sales of books at primary school level from 1975 to 1980? So start solving it and give me the answer. And if you don't find the answer, not an issue, we'll solve it.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. 344 to 78.
344 278.
Yes, sir.
What
Total growth rate of the.
growth rate means, we need to give the rate, and rate is in percentage.
Yes, sir.
Sir, is 18% increase in 1975 is at 42,137,
Mm-hmm.
and in 1980 is a increase 68,718. So it will 18% increase within 5 years.
18%.
Oh,
How have you? Okay, just, I mean, let's wait for the other answers and then we'll discuss. Okay.
okay,
Yeah.
sir.
So one answer has come. So let's wait for the other answers, because we have around 8 people over here. Yes, others. I mean, a lot of time have been already been taken by you guys to solve this question. See, if you are finding it difficult, or if you are finding any difficulty in solving this, don't worry. Don't hesitate to say, "Sir, I'm not getting it." But please, I mean, be quick, because we in the competitive examination, we don't have that much time to solve such questions, and you all are going to face it. Yeah, Anik.
Sir, I can't do it.
Okay, okay. So two people have
Hmm.
one. Soma has answered and Anik has said. Okay, what about others? Arvind,
Sir, I can't enable.
Sushmita. Okay, so you are not. You are also not able to do it, right?
No, sir.
Okay, not an issue.
Sir, uh, per year percentage we have to find out and then we have to find the average divided by 6. Is it the method?
No,
Correct
no,
method?
no. We okay. So let me solve it for you guys. Let me I mean, give you the explanation for this first question. Then you can try it on the coming question. So let's focus on the question. So I hope the question is visible to you all. The slide is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let's solve it. So in the question, it has said that what is the growth rate of sales of books at primary school level from 1975 to 1980? Now listen carefully. Whenever they ask about the growth rate, uh, we need to check that which two periods it has asked us. So it has asked us that from 1975 to 1980. So from 1975 to 1980, we need to check the growth rate. So just check the sales of 1975. It is 42,137 in 1975. Now check the sales of 1980. It is 68,718. First of all, find the difference. So how we will find the difference? We'll find the difference by subtracting this 42,708. Sorry, subtracting this. Yeah,
Sorry.
42,137
Affecting this
from this
2007
from this
from
68718.
this 718.
So what you'll get?
So what you'll get?
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, please tell again. Your voice is not clear to me.
My voice is
Sir,
not
we
coming
will
clear.
get minus 26,581.
Minus
Sir, sorry, sir. 26,581. Sir, you have
26,000.
told for sir, you have told to subtract 42,137 from 68,718, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
What you'll get after subtracting? Can anyone please tell me?
20,581.
Yeah, very good. So 26,581 is the difference. What is this? This is the growth from 1975 to 1980. But it has asked about growth rate. So what we'll do? We'll divide this difference, which is 26,581 by 42,137. Let me do it for you on the screen. Wait a second. Yeah, so we have got the difference. What we'll do, first of all, it has asked us that
Sir,
what is
sir,
the, yeah,
divide by we have to divide by lower side value or the upper side value, like the
yeah, yeah,
68,718
yeah.
or the 42,107.
Let me tell you. First of all, you need to find the difference between the two periods, and you have found the difference as 26,581, right? Now you need to divide this difference always by the sales of the period with which it is comparing. So what it has asked, it has asked you that from 1975 to
Okay,
1980. So we have to compare it with this one, 1975. It is 42,137.
7.
So we divide it by this and multiply it by 100 because we want the answer in percentage.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So the answer is 63 point something.
Yeah, approximately 63% will should be the answer, and it is the correct answer.
Yes, sir.
Have you all got it? What I'm trying to say?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Will you be able to do the next question by yourself?
Yes, sir.
Let's hope for this. So you have second question on the screen. Give me the answer. Okay, first of all, let me ask who all were there who have not able to solve it. Anik, you said that you were not able to solve it. Beta, have you got it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. The second one
Thank
was
you, sir.
Sushmita. Sushmita, what about you, beta?
Yes, sir.
You got it now? If you don't, please ask it again. You can ask 10 times. I don't have any issue.
Okay.
Is it clear to you now?
Yes, sir.
So I want the answer from you. Nobody will answer. First of all, Sushmita will answer that what is the answer to this second question. Do it better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, is it 12%, 12.8%?
No, please check your answer once again. You have almost done it, but you have done some mistake,
Okay.
a minor one. Check
Okay,
it
sir.
again. Check
Okay,
it
sir.
again. Beta. Yeah.
Sir, 128.7%.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
128.7%. Yeah.
Sir, 128.7%.
Very good, Arvind. Very good. Yeah, Sushmita beta, what is your answer?
1.28%.
Why it is 1.28 beta? Multiply it by 100. Multiply it by 100.
No. 128.
Yeah, 128.7, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
approximately we can say 129%, not an issue.
Hmm.
Got it?
Yes.
What about others? Naveen, beta got the answer?
Yes, sir. Got
Okay.
the answer.
Okay. Soma,
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
got the same answer? Okay. See,
Yeah.
why we are getting, I mean, more than 100%? Can anyone tell me? Why we are getting 128% in this question?
Sir, 28% profit.
Okay.
Is it 28% profit?
No, we are not talking about profit. We are just talking about the growth rate, right? So why it is 128? Can you observe it from the table that why it has come as 128%?
Because the growth rate has doubled, sir.
More than doubled. More than
More
doubled.
than double. More
Yeah,
than,
yeah.
yes.
Because please check it. Over here it is 8,820. If I
Yes.
make it double, what I'll get something more than 16,000, right?
Yes, sir.
17,640. And when I checked it, it is 20,000. So it is obviously more than 100%. Right? So never get confused. Many of the times what student used to say that a percentage cannot be more than 100. So how is it be 128%? It can be in terms of growth rates. It can even be 400%, or it can even become 500%, 600% also. So we need to check, and we can observe it from the data itself, right? So can we move on to the another question? Yes, Sushmita,
Yes, sir.
can we move on to the third question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here it is.
Sir, 25.8.
25.8. Okay, let's wait for the other answers.
Yes, sir. 25.8.
Okay, so two people are getting the same answer. That means most probably it is the right answer.
Sir, 25.8%.
25.8% should be the answer, because this is also the answer at my end. 25.8.
Sir, got 25.8.
Okay.
Sir, 25.8%.
Okay, very good, beta. Sushmita, what is your answer, beta? So we have done with this. Now let's do it for the graduation level also. Do it fast. Find the growth rate of graduate level.
Sir, 44.8.
44.8. Okay, let's wait for the answer from
Sir,
others.
Sir, 44.8%.
Okay, so two answers are
Yes, sir.
same.
44.8%. 44.8%.
Sir, 44.8%.
Okay, so all of you are getting it. So that means that's the right answer, 44.8. I don't need to solve it. Okay, I hope everybody is getting and everybody is getting the right answers, right? So let's move on to the question number 5. Now, please, check it carefully. Question has changed now. Which category has shown the lowest growth rate from 1975 to 1980? And answer to this question should come within 5 or 10 seconds because you have all the answers for this.
Sir, secondary.
Sir, 30, sir, I think 38.6.
I mean, give me the category, which is it is primary, secondary, higher secondary, or graduate level?
Primary.
Sir, secondary.
Secondary level.
So wait a
Sir,
minute.
higher secondary level.
Higher secondary level. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
25.8.
Highest.
how many people? I mean, how many people are saying it is higher secondary level? 1, 2, 3. Anyone?
Higher secondary level.
Okay,
Sir, higher
let's do it. Anyone who is saying that it is not higher secondary level, it is something else.
So no, higher secondary.
Higher secondary level. So everybody is convinced with it because you have find out all the growth rates. So you just need to check which is the least one. सबसे छोटी कौन सी है वो चेक करिए and that is your answer, right?
Yes, sir.
So the answer to this question is higher secondary level, right? Okay. Which category shown the highest growth rate from 1975 to 1980?
Sir, secondary.
Secondary level.
Level, sir.
Everybody is
Secondary
agree
level,
with
sir.
this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Secondary
Sir,
level.
secondary level.
Secondary level. Very good. Okay. Next one. Which category has the consistent growth from 1975 to 1980? Now this is a bit tricky question, and whosoever answer this first and that to the right answer will be the number one today.
Sir, primary.
Primary. Okay. Let's see it is the right answer or not. Let's wait for the other answers. It is Surojit, I guess, right?
Sir, yes, I think primary.
Sir,
Primary.
primary.
Primary, sir.
Primary. Okay. Okay. So three votes have come for primary. What about others? Yeah. So let me ask one by one. Ajay, what is your answer, beta? I hope Ajay is listening to me. Anik, what is your answer?
Sir, primary.
Primary. Arvind?
Sir, primary.
Okay. Vinay?
वैसे मैंने तो बता दिया था फर्स्ट मेरा प्राइमरी.
Primary. Okay. Naveen? Primary?
Sir, primary.
Soma?
Yes, sir, primary.
Primary. Okay. Surojit?
Primary.
And Sushmita?
Primary.
Primary. So everybody is saying primary. So let's discuss this question because I'm sorry to say every one of you is wrong. Let's see how. What do you mean by consistent growth? First, tell me this. Surojit, you tell me, what do you mean by consistent growth?
Steady growth.
Steady growth. Okay. You have just given me the synonym, right? Okay. Soma, what do you mean by consistent growth, beta? Soma, can you hear me?
सर ना के बराबर.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
इसका मतलब एवरी ईयर ग्रोथ हुआ था, मतलब ज्यादा हुआ था,
Okay.
कंसिस्टेंट ग्रोथ, इसका यही मतलब है.
Okay. First of
I
all,
think.
when you said na ke barabar is not the right answer, beta. Consistent growth means, I mean, many of you must have, I mean, read in the newspaper and watched during the, I mean, cricket match that Kohli is a consistent player. He is his form is consistent. Consistent growth means continuous growth. There is always a
Yes, continue.
there is always a positive growth. Consistent growth means positive, always positive. Now, all of you have said primary level. Now, to solve this question, you don't need a pen and paper. You just need to observe this table. Now, when you said primary, let's see it is consistent or not. From 42,000 to it has become 53,000. Very good. Then it has become 58,000. Very good. But what about this? In
Sir, I
19,
think it is graduate level. Sir, I think it is graduate level. Actually,
yes,
that time I'm
it
not
is for
sure.
sure. It is for sure graduate level, because you see in primary level there is a decline. It was increasing over here. It was increasing over here, but now it has decreased. Earlier it was 58,000. Now it has become 56,000. That means ये तो कम हो गया ना. So there is no consistency in terms of growth. When you check the secondary level, from 8,000 to it has become 10,000. Very good. Then it has become 16,000. Very good. What about this? It has again decreased. Then check higher secondary, 65,000 to 71. Very good. 73. Very good. What about this? It has decreased. Now check graduate level, from 25,000 to 27, then 28, then 30, then 33, then 36. So there is a consistent growth. You can check from 1975 to 1980, it has always increased. Are you getting me? What I'm trying to explain you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any sort of doubt will be welcomed, not an issue.
सर, फर्स्ट वाला जो टेबल है वो एक बार मुझे बताइए प्लीज. वो जो प्राइमरी का जो आप टेबल करके दिखाए थे ना, वो ठीक से देखा नहीं. वो एक बार
Okay, not an issue.
वो
Let's do it again.
वो पेज जस्ट कीजिए, मैं स्क्रीनशॉट ले लूंगी जस्ट.
See, from 42 to it has become, sorry. Wait. See, in primary level, when you checked from 42,000, it has become 53,000. So it has increased. Very good. There is a growth. Then it has become 58,000. Very good. From 53 to it has become 58. But when you came to this 1978, it has decreased.
सर ये नहीं सर, वो जो आप एक टेबल करके दिखाया था ना, वो मैंने ले नहीं पाई मैं. जो फर्स्ट एकदम एक टेबल किया
Sir,
था
I think
आपने.
question number 1.
Question number 1. Okay.
One में है.
Okay. Let's solve it. Okay. See, right now I am just telling you the first and basic method to find the growth rate. But this method is not appropriate when you are sitting for the competitive exam, because you need to be quick. So we have taken one class for some speedy calculation of percentages, which I will revise you all in the next class. But right now, what I have told you, that whenever you want to check the growth rate from one period to another, just check the amount of this. Check the number of sales for this. So we need to check the primary level. So in 1975, it is 42,137. Okay. Then in 1980. So in 1980, it is 68,718. So the formula for the percent growth is the difference between this, means 68,718 minus 42,137 divided by 42,137. Whenever I mean, there was a question that sir हमें divide किससे करना है? Always take the figure of the time with which you are comparing it. Over here, we are comparing the sales of 1980 with sales of 1975. So we will take the sales of 1975 into the denominator. Whatever answer you will get over here, just multiply that answer by 100 and you will get the growth rate as, I think 63% was the answer for this, if I'm not wrong.
जी सर, जी सर,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, थैंक यू सर.
Yes, sir.
Right? So this is how you can find the growth rate over here. Right now we are doing these questions in a detailed manner, but soon I'll be coming up with the question with the options. Options in the sense multiple choice questions type. Right? In most of the competitive exam, you find the question with 4 options, out of which you need to select one right option. Right? So we'll be doing those, because when you have the options with you, when you have 4 options with you, then you can eliminate the wrong answers and you will be left with the one right answer. So we'll be solving the same question or same type of question in coming class in MCQ format, so that our objective of using pen and paper to the minimum. We have done one session with Naveen. Naveen, I mean, can you hear me?
Yeah,
I think you were there in that class, beta. Aap the, or we have done some small practice about percentages, how to solve the
yeah, sir.
percentages and all.
Yes, sir.
Right. So what I'll do, will revise that entire lecture in the coming class, so that you all will start working upon that. See, now we need to save time. Time in the sense, when you will be sitting for some competitive exam or for some job related exams, you will be provided with some, like, you have to solve around 60 questions in let's say 90 minutes, or you have to solve 90 questions in 120 minutes. So you need to practice with certain methods by which you can find the correct answer in in comparatively very less time, because all questions you can solve. Whatever paper you get in any of the competitive exam, especially in mathematics, there is no question which you cannot solve. But the people who get selected are the people who solve it within that time frame. जो उस time में उसको बेटा solve कर लेते ना, those are the winners, and those are the people who are known as, यार उसकी इतनी अच्छी job लग गई and he cleared it because he has practiced certain things to solve that calculation. Speedy calculation करनी है अपने को, पेन एंड पेपर को मिनिमम यूज करना है. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा बिल्कुल यूज नहीं करना है. अगर आपको लगता है विदाउट लिखे मैं अभी बिना लिखे मैं काम नहीं कर पा रहा हूं, जस्ट डू इट, बट ट्राई टू मेक योरसेल्फ हैबिचुअल ऑफ मेंटल कैलकुलेशन. राइट. सो उससे क्या होगा, आपका टाइम बचेगा एंड यू कैन यूटिलाइज दैट टाइम इन सम क्वेश्चन व्हिच आर मोर ट्रिकी, मोर कॉम्प्लेक्स. I hope you are getting my point, beta. All of you.
Yes, sir.
Right. So first of all, I am really happy to see such number of students today in the class. Few have said that, sir, we were not aware that the class is going on. Not an issue. We have all the recorded lecture on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to that channel. Most of you would have got the link for that. You can go and check that lecture. So let's do one thing. You just go and check the lecture related to this percentage which we have done earlier, and just check that particular video on YouTube, revise that, and we'll do it quickly in the next class within 10 minutes, and then we'll start practicing. We'll start solving the question. I hope none of you have become bored कि सर ये क्या करवा रहे हो, मैथ्स तो अच्छी नहीं लगती. ऐसा है, किसी को फील हो रहा है?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Enjoying it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So I just request one thing with you. Whatever classes we have only one class for this particular BBA and MBA on every Friday. So I am taking it as a promise from your side that in the coming all the classes, whatever classes we have, you will be regular in that. You all will be regular.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Right. So
Yes,
today
sir.
let's call it a day. Let's wind up today, and we'll again meet in the next class with some important and some new interesting things, and we'll discuss certain more detailed or the some sort of speedy mathematics related things. Right. So thank you so much for today for patient listening. We'll again meet on next Friday for this BBA.
Thank you, sir.
Right?
Thank you, sir.
Thanks
Okay,
to
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
thanks to all the students, but please, there's only one request: be regular. Thank you,
Yes, ma'am.
class.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you,
class.
ma'am.
Thank you, beta. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.